Well, here we are. So today we're gonna do something a little weird. Gotta learn how to use a selfie stick too. So we're gonna do something. I'm gonna try out these Delta-8 edibles. Now, if you don't know what a Delta-8 edible is, it's kind of like this newer thing. It's been around, I think, since like October. I want to say. I just found out about it today, and I did a lot of light research into what it is. But it's an edible. It's like a cannabis thing. Okay, so there's Delta-8, regular cannabis, regular THC is considered Delta-9. This is like a few molecules chemically different. They've figured out a way to get it to be legal, I guess, a legal substance in some states. Some states have it still banned, but where I live, it's not. And I'm gonna try it. I've been kind of dying for a long time. I'm like, will they just fucking legalize marijuana so I can like get some gummies and watch cartoons? It's like all I want to do, because I don't really like smoking weed. I don't really have any great desire to ever go back and smoke weed again. But like getting a good body high, okay, get some gummies, watching some Beavis and Butthead or something, sounded like it would be a great time. So we're gonna do for my first time, because I don't smoke, I don't do drugs really. You know, I drink. You know, you all know that. If you're familiar with the channel, you know that, right? So we're gonna go with two. We're gonna do 50 milligrams. This is what everybody's been experimenting. My brother Dan calls me earlier in like a panic almost. I thought something was wrong. He's like, you gotta call Ryan. You gotta call him now. You gotta talk to him about this thing. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I said, I almost thought something was wrong. He's like, no, dude, Delta-8, man, Delta-8. Like, I guess I don't know if he was already high or whatever, but it was a funny conversation nonetheless. A short one, but a funny one. But anyways, there we go. That's what they look like. See, what is this brand? I don't know. Everybody's got their own proprietary brand. I got this from Georgia. What's the place called? Your CBD store? Your CBD shop? It's like these little like hipster shops. Very classy. Very hoity-toity joints. But yeah, this is what it's called. It's called Above. Huh? I think she said they're going to have another line of them called Beyond, which is probably, I bet they'll be like 50 milligrams. These are 25 a piece. So we're going to go with two, like I said. And we're going to see what happens. So periodically throughout the night, I'll record some thoughts, like little videos, if I can. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen at all. It tastes good. I'll give them that. Some of that ASMR action. Yeah, they're pretty okay. As far as I understand, I have to wait probably about an hour. It's going to take about an hour to actually kick in. And then you kind of regulate. You kind of feel where you're at. You go from there. I will say this though, closing out this first segment of the video here. These are not cheap. Definitely probably more expensive than buying regular weed, if you can buy regular weed. Although I imagine in places where it's legal, like if you were to go to the dispensary or something, if you were to go like buy brownies or cookies or whatever, I think it's probably comparable to that. That's what I would assume. I've never been to one because I've never had the opportunity to go to one. I would if I could. But anyways, we'll see you later. So it's like 20 minutes later. I don't, it's one of those things you're like, oh, it's probably like I'm just thinking I can feel something. I feel a little bit in like my back. Feels like it's relaxing. Ooh. Get a little anxious because of how much I took. I don't think that's really going to matter. But, ironically, getting a little anxiety from the thing that's supposed to help my anxiety. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I really hope it provides something useful for me. You know, I have a hard time relaxing. I have a hard time turning off. I've been really tired lately. Just mentally, my brain just fucking just constantly going. I'm the kind of person that has to to go to sleep. I have to be exhausted because if I go to sleep too early, I will take a nap. Like that's just the way my body is. I'll take a fucking nap. I'll take a 4-hour nap, and I'll be up at 3 in the morning or something, you know, or 1. Like if I go to bed at 9, dude, I'm up at like 2, and I'm up, and it's awful. So hopefully this will help with that. I hope so. Well, so we're maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more, and it's definitely kicking
9:47.
in. 9:47. So probably about an hour, maybe a little over, hour 10. It's starting to kick in. I can feel it. I am very relaxed. It's the same kind of feeling that you would have, kind of like the moments before you fall asleep, and your whole body gets like heavy, and you just kind of sink into yourself a little bit, you know? You know what I mean?
Well, I know what you mean because you got your little mischievous grin going on a ton.
I might be high. It's definitely not so far. Nothing like really. It's not like a head trip. But it's completely like just super relaxed.
I have never, probably in a couple years, heard you say that you are fully relaxed.
Yeah, that's like
ever.
That's part
Actually, maybe ever.
That's part of the motivation for trying this stuff. We had talked about doing like CBD oil in the past and yada yada yada, and I always joke around about like it'd be cool just to be able to get like edibles and watch like cartoons and stuff, as I want to do. And yeah, feels nice though. I really do. I feel effervescent. You know what that word is? You ever hear that word?
Nope.
How often is that word used in common parlance? It's not.
For the record, only Shaun is doing this currently.
What?
No, you're the only one eating edibles.
Oh, yeah.
If you hear my voice in the background or see me,
it's just there for emotional support, yeah. So I decided to watch the one John Carpenter movie I've never seen. I've never seen Starman, starring Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen. I wanted something that would be like positive, nice. I know that it'll be solid. I know that it'll be maybe slightly melancholy.
Oh, why would you do that then?
Just slightly. You gotta have some of the bitter with the sweet.
Because nothing will be sweet if there's no bitter, right?
That's what they say. That's science. Okay, so now we're 3 hours since first bite.
11:35.
Yeah, so about 3 hours. I still felt kind of the same. Like it maintained, but it also kind of felt like maybe even wearing off a little bit by the time we got to the end of Starman. So I was taking another one. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I could definitely feel it. Definitely can, yeah. Something's happening, folks. Something's happening. Stop. So it is the next morning. Last night I took a third gummy. It kind of just settled in, I was like tired. It was late, Got kids. You gotta be responsible. Gotta do that stuff at night. So I was already kind of tired as it was, and that definitely exacerbated things. Definitely relaxed me to the point that I just needed or wanted to. I kind of just wanted to go lay down. When I lay down, I ended up watching Frisky Dingo, that old Adult Swim show, for a good 80 minutes. And it was probably the time, the most I felt like I was actually like high in the traditional sense.
where, you know, I was kind of giggling and just felt super comfortable, super relaxed. So in that sense, I would say it's pretty good. Probably it's too expensive to do on the reg, but every once in a while, for sure. It is more of a body thing. It's just more about kind of, I don't know, just like kind of just lets all your inhibitions go a little bit. You can just kind of, you don't feel stressed, and you just kind of sink into yourself, like I said in one of the other videos. But I do feel mildly groggy. I think part of that is because I took 3, and because I didn't get enough sleep. I went to bed like a little too late. You know, I should have done it at like, what I should have done was made sure I got at least like 8 hours of sleep so I could really get into a good sleep cycle. So I ended up getting kind of my normal, like 5.5, 6 hours of sleep. So that's probably a little bit of my fault more than like the Droogs. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes next time. I might try, you know, different levels, you know, like a chill one. If I take one, will just like be, you know, I'd still probably be able to operate pretty normally. I wouldn't say, the only thing I would say is like, you know, I probably shouldn't have been driving a car or anything like that. You're definitely incapacitated in that way, but it is not like a full fucking mind blown, blitzed out high. I suppose maybe if I took probably 4 of them, like at once, if I ate 4 gummies at once, I probably would get somewhere around feeling more like high in the traditional sense. But we had stuff to do today. You heard him.